Divine masculines, divine feminines, welcome to my channel. I am Jimmy. Welcome to Jimmy's Road to Spirituality. I've been, thinking that I was thinking that I'm gonna do this reading, earlier, but of course, yesterday I was very tired and I wanted to take the day off. It is quite cold here where I live, so I'm just struggling with the cold the last few days. Of course, the change of weather, that it's like really, really, you kind of feel it. And I'm trying as well to cleanse myself a little bit in the fact of detoxifying, drinking plenty of water, changing a little bit my diet. Everything is like a transformation type of I have to kind of stop sometimes and just try to figure out more and more about it as well, and I'm going through this right now. So today I felt that I need to stop what I was doing to change my, mental perception about, the reading, and I saw 112. Probably I don't feel that is like the right specific time, but it is very specifically 122. I see on the timer on the clock here. I was pre-shuffled and I prayed before this, but I didn't actually wanted to go very, very deep into the energy. I kind of saw that the feminine energy was kind of pushed and shoved all over the place in the past, and by this person that, we're dealing with, feminine energy in SE 144. Um, I feel that, yeah, you are called to know in the month of April. Of course, this reading is going to be for April 2022 in regards to the intertwining of the energies in regards to the in regards to the masculine and feminine energies. Maybe it could be specifically only for you, person watching. Maybe it's actually entangled. You're entangled, tangled and entangled with this person energetically still, or maybe at this time you're trying to set clear your energy, put yourself in a specific energy, feminine energy. Yes, feminine energy watching. Specifically for you, because you are called to balance your masculine and your feminine energies, yin and yang, of course. We are all called to be doing this in the month of April. It is a fiery month, and by the way, for the Aries watching, happy birthday, Aries. Many blessings to you guys. I hope you are going to be enlightened in regards to maybe your situation, or maybe the position energetically, energetically position you are supposed to be in regards to what. Of course, we are starting a new solar year, so we want to really fix whatever was not being, fixed in the last solar year. It is a completion here because I saw the world card, of course, in the pre-shuffle. In regards to this, deck that I'm using here, the Crystal Tarot deck, that is the only energy that really sings to me and talks to me at this time. Maybe I'm getting used to it, even if it's like very quite big for my hands. My hands is like my fingers are kind of growing on this deck. I don't know why specifically, but I feel it the most balanced and the most light, specifically in regards of pushing me, in the energy of the cards. And of course this deck came scented, and it was like smelled, and it still smells specifically, and it is very, it's kind of like blessed and anointed or something like this for me. It's like from the beginning when I opened the box, it really, really, it was like I felt it very, very much. Of course, in the pre-shuffle with this deck, I saw the Empress, I saw the Emperor, I saw the Five of Pentacles. In regards to the Empress, but feminine energy, you're called right now to lick your wounds maybe, and just put some nice cream, healing cream there from the divine, of course, in regards to whatever investment you did in regards to the three-dimensional aspect here with the Five of Pentacles. I really felt that you have been stolen, you have been robbed, in the past, and even you have been left dead in the ditch, by this masculine in this situation in regards to your situation. This person as well, the masculine feels, because I saw the Eight of Swords and then I split the deck, and I saw the Empress and the Emperor. So you are a match with this person. This person is like your divine counterpart here in the three-dimensional, that's for sure. This person activated you and you activated this person in regards to the soul contract. Even from the beginning, I really feel this very strongly. And you are both uh, kind of fighting, and you are fighting maybe against one another and against yourselves, each individual in regards to themselves, for you to see exactly what was your part, or you kind of like triggered each other to see who is the most guilty one, or who is the unfair one, or the one that it was right. It can involve here a lot of ego and pride, in the masculines for sure, and in the feminines as well. I mean, feminines as well, they have ego, we have ego as well. But many things, I might say here in regards to the masculine aspect, I felt the immaturity, or the lack of expression of emotions, or the communication, the proper communication, in regards to a mature masculine coming forward and putting it out there in some sort of way. I feel like these masculines could have actually siphoned energy from the feminine for a very long time as well. Take from them, crumble, crumb them, put them in a very weird place. The feminines have invested for a very long time as well, maybe up to 10 years, 10 months. 10 of Pentacles, it is actually legacy, family, completion, abundance, prosperity, being able to have enough and just multiply that, maybe 10 times give it away, or being able to manifest different, things in the three-dimensional for other people's involved. It is not made selfish. It is kind of a bummer, because I saw the Five of Wands, um, and the Page of Wands. But in regards to the masculine in the pre-shuffle, I saw that he wanted the Six of Wands. He is kind of a recognized in some sort of aspect. He has some sort of accolades, and he has some sort of recognition and victory. They want themselves. They desire. This is a card of desire. Of fire element, wants, talk about passion, creativity, desire for me. So they want this recognition. But then I saw the fragmented energy of the Page of Wands with the Five of Wands. And the Five of Wands card depicted in this deck is like Five Wands, burning in flames, which can talk about people that interfere, internal or external conflict, people interfering that created some sort of, purgatory for themselves and for this masculine energy, which was fire, which was the Emperor with Aries, of course. So a lot of fire in the masculines, talking about the fire, the passion, the creativity, the calling of desire. They have this desire, this passion for the feminine, but they are, in this purgatory within themselves, and they are in this purgatory in regards to people involved up to fifth parties, which is kind of a bummer. It is kind of a sad, sad, sad world, and depressing, and they keep listening on other people's advices and attacks and bullshit, and oh, you're not, I mean, you're deserving, but this person, the feminine energy, she's not, shit like this. I feel this, and this is like what it comes into my head in my third eye, and I see a masculine that I was like playing tricky and fake and disgusting, hand of cards behind this feminine energy. Most of the masculine, they saw this feminine very, very, I mean, they left her for dead in a ditch. Literally. I mean, even if, I mean, if we cannot say this in this lifetime, because probably you were not involved with this person, feminine energy, as many people think, or many people, or many readers put it in their reading that you had sex with this person. Probably you never even touched this person, because I know I never touched my person in the 6 years that we have been, seeing each other, living in the same town, and almost seeing each other like for years daily, just, I never even touched this person. I never even was presented with this person officially, even if we say hi to each other, hi, whatever the fuck, you know. We never even touched our skin. You know what I'm talking about? Many feminines, they haven't touched the skin of their trigger warnings here, in regards to the situations. But literally speaking, this person left you for dead. And not once, multiple times. They sold you, they sold themselves, and the situation had to go to the fucking, fire pits of hell, purgatory. Yes? Whatever the Catholic call this, purgatory, or whatever. This is a eternal, eternal place of turmoil. This is the purgatory. And it's like kind of a stupid thing in regards to, talking about masculine energy here, in the King of Cups. They feel the love, they feel the emotion, they feel the passion, they feel the attractiveness, they feel the desire, they feel all this, but they're just sitting there. The masculines wants the feminines to read their mind. Come on, sit here in my presence in front of me and just read my mind. And I see 1111. Maybe I can read your mind, but the feminine says, I'm not going to sit here and try to read your mind. Try to read your feelings, what you feel, what you desire, what you want. I cannot be doing this because Chariot, Cancer energy, which tells me that the feminine has been balancing, or she's balancing in the month of April 2022, her yin with her yang here together. And they're both, even if you're not seeing this in the three-dimensional aspect of it, the divine is going to tell you when to jump or when to fly. And you should pay attention, because the divine is going to show it to you, feminine energy. In some sort of way, there's people involved, that they are involved in this situation. They don't understand how can you be sitting here in this masculine feminine totally balanced, and in the spiritual realm you're actually flying very, very high, and you're far gone here with a Chariot. There's no chance in this world. And I see 1222. There is no chance in hell that spiritual you're sitting your ass here. Even this, sphinxes, the two sphinxes are sitting here. They're almost ready to fly, to take off. But then this masculine is still feeling all these emotions. You're probably dealing with Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces specifically in some sort of aspect. Maybe there is some, hidden aspect of this masculine. Maybe they're not primarily, sun, moon, or rising Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, but somewhere in their chart. It is something hidden. Maybe it's their moon. Maybe it's that it's subconscious, or that they recognize. With the King of Cups, they recognize these emotions. They are, eating with these emotions. They're sleeping with these emotions. They're waking up again with these emotions. They are, yeah, they're feeling it. Six of Pentacles. In some sort of way, that whatever they have done, they are receiving. But if they are actually concealed this emotion for a very long time, is like a punishment for them, or something that is like they're kicking themselves very, very hard for them not being able to express emotion. If they are still not, expressing this emotion. With the Six of Pentacles, they want equality and balance. They want a proper give and take, even if something is like quite hidden right now here. Even with the Six of Pentacles, there is one Pentacle that they misplaced, they misled, or something that they don't see the fruit of it, or the fruit of the harvest in some sort of aspect. But they want to manifest it. They want to actually kind of pluck it out of the ground right now, right here, right now, because they want immediate results or something like this. But something needs time, so something is going to take some time in regards to this masculine energy with the King of Cups. What you sow, it's what you're going to reap, and this person is trying to reap some sort of balance, equality, fairness, in regards to their offering, giving, investing, putting it out there in the three-dimensional, in the metaphysical. So they are called to bring this balance. They are desiring and wanting to bring this balance in regards to the situation. The Ten of Swords in the reverse with the King of Cups. They could not actually destroy your feminine energy, and they could not destroy this masculine as well. And this card in reverse tells me that what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, which tells me that you had to go through a very rough patch. You have been stabbed multiple times, maybe multiple lifetimes here. You have undergone through everything, through very bad and unfair, unjust, fucked up situations. Opposition, hatred, envy, jealousy, revenge, evil. People with bad intentions, people, wrong with wrong intentions, wrong thoughts, wrong, understanding, bad understanding. A lot of opposition. This can involve death, but what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, feminine energy and masculine. This told me that as well, that you're called in the month of April 2022 to not even punish yourself mentally, to get out of this whatever betrayal you understood or you have to experience in this lifetime, and in regards to past lives, in regards to your psychic, and in regards to whatever condemning and people, or even thoughts, even attacks from the enemy, in regards to your mental, in regards to your understanding, in regards to your psychic abilities, in regards to your consciousness, in regards to your mental, you're like feeling complete. Something is completion in regards to your mental, complete understanding, even if it's in reverse here, tells me. And with the Empress, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Taurus, and Libra energy. So you're dealing with somebody that meant the harm for you, but haven't succeeded. Somebody that could be a Gemini, Libra, and Libra here with the Empress. You and this enemy that you're having in the three-dimensional in regards to psychic ability, psychic attacks. Somebody that was working with as well with metaphysical, trying manifestation of probably projecting onto you some sort of evil wishfulness towards you. I mean, they desire this, to be taken from them and be thrown upon you, for you to take the blame and for you to take the punishment in their place. This is somebody that is a trickster, somebody that is really condemned, it's really guilty. This can be the fucking devil. It can actually put it on top of you to make you, the blame game type of energy. She's the blame. She's the guilty one. But this person wanted to hide the truth. But they haven't succeeded anything. I mean, nothing happened against you, Empress, here. There's nothing happening, actually. Mentally, this person is like fucked up. This person mentally, probably she's not linked with the reality anymore. The Ten of Swords is a very dangerous card in regards to psychic, in regards to mental. Is somebody planned purgatory for you, or to attack you with some sort of entities, sorcery, black magic, or whatever intent here, projection, mirroring, um, mirror magic, all this shit. I don't know how I can understand. I don't even know exactly how this whatever fucking shit is. This person actually wanted, intended for you to take the blame, to take the fall in their place, and for them to take your place. But there is no such a thing. This is not possible. I mean, The Bible says clearly that, children are going to take their, father's sins if they don't actually wake up and, see the truth. But children are not meant to take their sin, their father's sins, and the fathers take their children's sins. No, it is not like this. So it's not possible. Mostly because these people that you are dealing with here, feminine energy, um, they are clones. They are just bogus, placebos. These people are not conscious of what they're doing, and they are clearly vessels for the enemy. Very low vibrational, very illusional, mentally, mental, issues, difficulties, patterns, from generation upon generation in these bloodlines. These people are lunatics. These people, they're lost in the fucking space. I mean, I can just fuck with a sheep and eat shit horse and then go wash myself and glitter and make myself look as a princess and go and fuck with the king and then go back to the, and fuck with the horse and then go back and become a duchess of whatever the fuck. This is the example that comes to me. This is like pig pig shite, or this type of energy that these are nobody. These are not even commoners. These are like, small entities of, I don't know what the fuck. It comes from the bloodlines. I feel it very, very strongly. It's like something that these bloodlines that have stained themselves, generation after generation. But we have like mental disorders here, spiritual disorders, um, a lot of illusion, delusion. I mean, craziness, man. This is fucking crazy. And I see 2202. But it doesn't work because everything is reflected upon these people. This empress is like sitting her beautiful ass down on her wonderful throne here, creating and co creating with the divine, being a master of herself, plentiful, abundant, gorgeous, wonderful, you know, giving birth, connecting with Mother Earth. And I see 2232. I don't know why I saw that. And she's looking at whatever what these people try to be going to do against her and against, you know, this divine partnership, whatever contract you have, divine masculine, divine feminine here. And nothing is happening in regards to this empress, whatever these people are intended to do against you, feminine energy. This is not working. Six of Wands with the empress, they want the same victory as you have, but this is not possible for these people. These people cannot carry you the cross that you're carrying. They cannot take your karma. They don't have anything to do with your karma, with your dharma, with your, you know, being excellent. Because, and I see 23, 34, 20, 23, 23 or so. I thought it was a mirroring, but these people cannot actually project or mirror nothing against you. Again, the Empress is called, you're called Empress to move forward with a chariot. The spiritual, you are the top of the game, and you are, excelling. It's about excelling, growing. Um, if he's not gonna die, he's gonna multiply. And this is exactly what I'm feeling in regards to the Empress energy here, feminine energy. So you have to be very proud of yourself. You have to be very, you know, um, acknowledgeable of the fact that you have done a great deal of work, manifestation, transformation. You have excelled, you have been recognized. You are true wish fulfillment, and you're fulfilling your own wishes. You know that you're that magician. You know that you're that creator and co-creator with the divine. You're giving birth to ideas, to empires, to businesses, to children, to life. You are life itself, feminine energy. You're a goddess, divine. And you are called to move forward because you have so much to give, you have so much to offer. and your path is actually made clear for you. The path is actually calling you to what you have been, been born here again for. This is the contract. This is your mission. This is something that is going to fulfill you until, all the days of your life. Again, the Six of Wands with the Nine of Cups being recognized by the divine in regards to your creativity, your creative endeavors, in regards to your passion, in regards to transformation, in regards to beauty, in regards to everything that has to do with this divine passion and desire of you to create, to make everything much more beautiful, much more abundant, much more plenty, brand new ideas, brand new everything, to just be born again, to be revived again into something more vibrant and light and gorgeous, but grounded and stable and balanced in the same time. 10 of Cups with a Nine of Cups. So 9 and 10 of Cups, you need to celebrate your life because you are desired and you are wanted and you are loved. And you're encouraged to actually aspire so much more for this happiness, joy, fulfillment, in regards to family, in regards to your own home, in regards to your heart, your soul, your happiness, your joy, your fulfillment, in regards to your emotions, because you're able to do this. And the divine is going to show you that you're capable and you're worthy and you're called and you can actually have this, for the rest of your life. And this is wonderful. And very emotional energy. The last few days, I woke up yesterday morning, and I before I was even thinking anything, I felt this great pain in my heart, and I started crying. I could not even stop myself. I was like, I'm an emotional wreck, and I didn't actually have to think anything. But sometimes I wake up, and before I even decide to just put myself on my knees and pray, or do anything, I'm suddenly triggered by emotion, triggered by whatever I saw the last thing in my dream, in my vision, before I was conscious that I woke up, for a brand new day, I'm triggered in so many ways, and sometimes I'm triggered emotionally, and I'm like, oh, another thing that I still have to, let it, pop out emotionally for me, and just, free myself off, or let go, or just let it actually flow over there out of my, whatever expectation I'm having or dealing with, or whatever I hoped, last night before going to sleep, and falling into whatever sleep, REM, rest, rejuvenation. And when I wake up the next morning, I realize that in the whatever I see or whatever happens to me when I sleep, or even if I don't see anything, I just sleep all the way through. Sometimes I'm conscious and I go to the toilet a moment, to the restroom, but sometimes I just go all night and I'm not moving, or I'm just moving at 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the morning. But it's many things that are triggering me, and then I stop myself. This was 2 days before, and then yesterday, and during that day I realized that I'm not supposed to stop, because I stopped myself crying that morning, and I was like, oh Father, I cannot wait for this, very deep and very hurtful and very strong emotional pain that I'm feeling right now, that I need to let go of. I just wanted to be over and done with. So I just, I had a few tears. I almost started crying, but then I stopped myself. And then yesterday I came back to this emotion again, and I realized, of course, the day before, that I am not supposed to stop myself when I feel this pain, when I need to let go of something from within that I could not actually see, or I didn't experience in this way. It is very light, it's not very strong, But yesterday I was sitting in my laundry room, of course, breathing some fresh air, drinking my coffee, and I felt again this connection with the spirit, and then I felt this again, this emotion, and I had to let it go. I probably was not crying more than 2 minutes, but my tears, I felt that my tears was like cleansing my, even my face, my skin, but my entire soul, my heart, my everything that it was is inside of me. Even up to the last expectation that I had, out of this situation with my divine, contract, or my karmic contract. It is so much pain in our, karmic contracts with the past to let go of that expectation to that, what we thought that person meant, or what we thought that situation is going to be, or what we thought, what we wanted us ourselves wanted. Yes, from that situation, from that person, from ourselves, for ourselves, to ourselves. We're talking about ourselves. And then this actually depends on you. Nine and 10 of cups. The other person wants family. You are true family to the other person. And that person is true family to you. And this fragmented water energy here with a 9 and 10 of cups, it's still a 9 of cups. It is a completion of emotion. Drink from your own cup. Fill your own cup. Even if you're with this person, or without this person, with another person, in whatever relationship you're going to be called, or you're going to be meant to have, or to be, or to experience for the rest of your life, or whatever time it is actually required here for you, person watching or people watching, you are called to always drink from your own cup, that cup of self love. Never give that away easily. Never sell that and give it and pour it onto somebody else. This is the lesson that I received myself, emotionally, in regards to my journey, in regards to myself. And I see 31, 31. Uh, do not sell yourself short anymore. Love yourself first. Not in a selfish way, not in a selfish manner, not in a wrong manner, not in a wrong way. That talks about deceiving yourself. Okay? Do not deceive yourself anymore in regards to emotions. Even if I'm going to be for the rest of my life with this person from now on, I know truly that I first of all belong to my creator and to myself, nobody else. If you understand what I'm talking about, person watching or listening, when the time comes for us to be separated from this world, from our families, from our loved ones, from our children, it's not going to be easy for those that actually have ties in this world. And it doesn't mean that we are not called to feel anything or to connect with nobody. But we cannot sell ourselves, we cannot sell our souls into partnerships, friendships, relationships, or whatever type of commitments in this plane, and sell ourselves short, fail ourselves, fail the divine. Because nothing that we build in this plane, in this world, is going to remain. Believe it or you're not going to believe it. Do not fool yourselves, my people here. Do not. I'm not going to raise empires and I'm going to raise shit into this world when it's going to be destroyed in a fucking split second. You do it. It is your mission, your calling, men and women of God, or not women of God, or men of God. If you're not, if you choose to be whatever you choose to be, you're going to be, for sure. Nobody going to condemn you but yourself. And I see 33, 33. Very important message. Happiness, you are your true happiness. You are your true fulfillment of your emotions. Do not lie to yourselves that somebody in this world, this is talking about being independent, being solid, having emotional balance, intelligence, understanding. I'm going to love you to death and back. But my spirit and my soul and my heart and my mind and my body and every fiber of my being belongs to my creator and to myself. You understand? I belong to somebody that is beyond many people understanding. And this is probably the calling for many of us. Don't forget that many are called, but few are chosen. Many people are called. And I see 34, 44. Few are going to be chosen because or of their, being able to sacrifice, to be filled as a vessel by something greater that than this world, out of this world, you know, for a greater reason, purpose, calling, meaning, understanding, reason of existence. And we have to understand that we are just tools in the hand of a great designer, constructor, builder, and a very, very, overpowering and over intelligent and over, almighty creator, you know, builder, designer, architect, everything, everything. It's talking about everything. And he has created a great design. It's a master of all this creation. And he has created you and has put you together, and me and everybody, you know. And he has blown, a breath of life into our nostrils. He pumped life through our veins, into our blood vessels, into our blood pores and spores and cells and nuclear and whatever, everything, you know. And he's the breath of life that you're having at this point. Without this life, you and me would not exist and nothing would be here, you know. Yesterday I woke up and I kind of had like a dizzy day, like type of. I really wanted to relax all the way through. It's like I didn't even wanted to think. Even if I had to know, I cannot stop myself of listening things on the internet and always thinking about other ideas and stuff. It's what I do, and this is actually what I felt yesterday morning when I woke up. I was like, it like takes me 1 hour to wake up until I drink my coffee and take a few moments and wash my face twice. And then, it takes me a while. And then I realized yesterday, when I woke up and I looked myself the first time into the mirror, with this heaviness of me warm, I was slept at 3 o'clock in the morning or four, and I woke up at noon almost. And then it took me an hour to wake up, and I was like, I did what I wanted. I took a nice with the Netflix and chill, and I stayed until 4 o'clock almost in the morning. And I was like, I woke up, and it was like such a drag yesterday. It was like, and I looked myself into the mirror, and I was like, I woke up again into this existence, Father. And to realize that you exist in this plane, into this world, into this timeline, into this reality. Um, it is heavy. You have to feel a lot of heaviness. Whatever is going on into this world continuously enough, generation after generation after generation. Look back past generations, and you're gonna, if you have children of your own, you're gonna think, what the generations that come after me are gonna, experience, and it's heavy. It's difficult. It's I don't know. I don't know how to express this. Is in most it's quite an intuitive message and guided message because I feel guided to do this and speak about these things. And it's not necessarily my experience because I am not interfering into this world. I'm just witnessing it. I'm just observing it. It's I am not here to change people's minds. I'm not here to fix other people's problems. I'm not here to tell people what they're supposed to believe and what that they're not supposed to believe in. Um, I'm just, sharing my experience and talking about what I understand and what I experience and what reality and this reality it is for me and my own experience, in regards to whatever my experience is. And, I can actually clash and connect with other people's or not necessarily, but I am afraid for this world. I am actually freaking out. I feel a lot of pain and turmoil in my heart. I cry for the humanity. I feel the pain and the drag of whatever is happening in, in the economy, in these wars and these conflicts of very intelligent people that they are supposed to be intelligent, you know, and they're supposed to share and not make and create these confusions and these conflicts and this whatever it's happening. Because these people, they have to understand that nothing good is going to come out of this fucking bullshit. And if it's not going to be something good, it's going to be something very, very bad. And it's going to come upon themselves, even if innocent people are actually paying for it. We innocent people, we are paying for bullshit. That doesn't have anything to do with this, because I will never create a conflict against nobody. For sure, I'm not here. And I saw 44, sorry. But I don't really understand what's the fucking scheme and the fucking plan. I know it's a conflict for power, and it's controlling and freaking manipulative, whatever these people are trying to do. I don't really understand. But let's stop for a moment here, because it's gonna be history. You know, it's I saw 41:14. Um, whatever confusion and whatever interest and games of power and manipulation and control and freakiness and whatever is happening here, uh, it's not gonna be good, man. So why would you like to create a lot of bullshit and karma and shit and more horse shit and more bullshit for what, the future generations? You don't care about? I mean, after myself, we can come the destruction. Who said this? After me, the flood. Said this? Columbus? Oh, who said this? No, I don't know. Christopher Columbus. After me? No, Napoleon. Oh, shit. So we are talking about, destructive entities as well at work, very, very much. People that are vessels for these envious and deceitful, delusional entities that they try to provoke a lot of confusion and attacks against whatever nations. I mean, Russia is a very powerful country, but I really believe that Putin is, I mean, the president of this country is a very God fearing man. I mean, I saw a few things about him and I was like, mind blowing. I mean, I was speechless, man. This person, this man is like truly religious. I mean, he has a religion that he actually fears God and he thinks about things. He doesn't just throw bombs and shit against people. I don't know exactly who he's dealing with and whatever the attack is. And this power with China. And I had a discussion with my brother, and he tried to explain me because I never watched TV. I never watched whatever is happening into this world. I mean, it doesn't have anything to do with me. It's like, and it's depressing. It's like sad. Why are we doing these things? I mean, we cannot live in peace and harmony. I see 43, 34. We can live in harmony. We can live in understanding, in truly, communicating with each other, with respect, with kindness, with a true desire of fixing things. And believe me, so many times a fool that keeps his mouth shut is like more wise and more intelligent than the wisest man that exists. Sometimes without us saying things, in a harsh way and in a mean way and in a disrespectful way, hmm, it's going to help us a lot. And so many times we don't have to speak. We have to be an example, be light, you know? And I don't know exactly the interests of these people. I don't know anything about politics. If I would say that I know something about politics, or you know, I would be lying because I don't know any freaking thing, nothing, shit. I don't know anything. And I don't want to know anything. And I see 44, 44. I mean, we talk about things that we pretend to know about, and we don't fucking know anything about. And I recognize I don't know anything about so many things, you know? I'm not going to stay here and pretend that I know this about that and that, the other. I don't. But what I know about and what I truly feel in myself, and I don't have any reason or hidden agendas here to come and say something about somebody or something. I don't care. If you want money, go and fucking work. Or make an agreement in front of the entire world and say, I'm going to be neutral. I'm going to be impartial. I'm going to plead with these people because these people believe deserve as well to be respected and considered. But I'm going to actually want for my country to expand or my thing to go to this level, to do this thing. I'm going to be honest. I'm not going to try to steal from nobody or lie or take advantage of nothing, any parties. But I want to be my, for my independency and my rights and my freedom and my, legal and human right to be accepted and considered and just put on that platform where everybody, you know, gains something. Everybody, is not losing and is not wasting, resources, time, good intentions, good heart, good, money, investments, whatever it is. This is the world that we are supposed to be living in. Not in all these interests that doesn't interest nobody, not even the person that is actually interested. Because you are losing so much more. You're gonna lose everything, even your own lives. Why the fuck should you do this? Or your children's lives, or your children's lives? Why? You don't have any plan against the divine. Forget about it. Nobody in this world, or under this world, or in any other world is going to disrespect the divine. It's never going to happen. The divine is not to be mocked. You're not going to mock the divine. You're not going to do anything against it. You're doing it against yourself. And of course, against your father. Because if you don't belong to the divine, to the Lord Jesus Christ, the Holy Spirit of God, to the Father of all creation, you belong to the other master, which is the opposite of God, which is the opposite of creation, of the Creator. It's the destroyer, my friend. And I promise you, whatever thing you think you're going to destroy or you have destroyed, you haven't. People are delusional. People think that they can overrule God, like the freaking devil, which is the example in this case, in this situation. Do not delude yourself, my friends, good people of planet Earth, year 2022. Do not lie to yourself. Do not deceive yourselves. You're not even prepared to delude the divine, to lie to the divine, to mock the divine, to take the divine names in vain, and to try to do whatever schemes and plannings you're trying to do. This is never gonna work. God's word, God's precepts, God's will is gonna stand forever and ever, and there is nobody and no one and nothing that is gonna move that. This is my word, and this is what my Father is saying. Forget about it, you enemies of yourselves and of God. Forget about it. I see strength with the Ten of Cups. Leo energy. You have tamed this person, feminine energy. The masculine is clearly in love, and they recognize that you are their happiness, their family, their wish fulfillment. They want to build a family, happy family life, love, a home with you, to reciprocate, to give you this Ten of Pentacles. Because this, in their emotions, this is what everything that they understand that this is. And the Knight of Swords, they're coming towards you, and you actually going towards one another. Ten of Pentacles with a Knight of Swords. Yes, happy family. building a solid foundation, legacy family, seeing your grandkids and leaving, a solid legacy family foundation manifestation in the three-dimensional. But be careful, families are going to be intertwined, and families are going to want to interfere into this family situation that you have a contract with this person, with this masculine. And this masculine is really realizing at this time that they kept the situation in a very confused place mentally, with the two of swords that I'm seeing here. Let me shuffle and take just a few cards in regards to this situation. Yes. The Lovers, Nine of Swords, Four of Wands, with the Emperor at the bottom of the deck, and the Two of Pentacles. And Temperance. So the Lovers, Gemini energy, you are twin flames. You have a spiritual marriage, because it's actually guided and protected and recognized by the divine, with the archangel sitting on top of these two people here in the Lovers card. A deep soul connection, twin flame soulmate, as I said, divine partnership, divine marriage. You're both recognized as being, a husband and wife in the spiritual realms and in the three-dimensional as a manifestation. But there is stress, worry, anxiety, sleepless nights in regards to the choice that the Lovers as well is here, Gemini energy. This person had the choice to choose between two feminine energies, or the feminine between two masculines. Put it how it resonates. We are talking about energies. Everybody incorporates energies, the yin and the yang. In the yin and yang, manifestation, talking about feminine and masculine bodies manifested here in the three-dimensional. So we are talking about energies that are incorporated by masculine or feminines, but everybody incorporates these two energies. So take it how it resonates, put it in its specific place, in the specific energy, or where it resonates. If it resonates, of course, do not take anything that doesn't resonate with your situation, your energy, your state of being, your state of mind, your experience, your everything. In the spiritual, understanding or awakening, or resolution, understanding of the situation, but as well in the three-dimensional aspect of it, in the three-dimensional manifestation aspect of it. Okay. um, this person had to choose between two people, the person that you're dealing with. If you have Gemini, or you are Gemini, you have been a choice for this person. But this person made you a choice from the beginning. Okay. But now the situation is stressed because one of the people here involved, or both of you guys, are, have experienced or are experienced in the month of April this Nine of Swords energy, which is energy of sleepless nights, worry, stress, anxiety, nightmares, while you actually rest in the middle of the night, or in, you know, or some sort of psychic attacks. You're experiencing, both of you, psychic attacks from somebody with Gemini, Libra, Aquarius in your chart. Put it how it resonates, guys. If it doesn't resonate with you, please do not take this situation upon yourself. This reading specifically is for me, but I'm putting it on there because there are people resonating with whatever I'm experiencing, whatever I'm going through. With the Four of Wands, 1111. So it's a double confirmation that this person is stressed and worried right now, because they want their call to rebuild this connection. They're called right now because they recognize truly who is their divine counterpart here. Deep soul connection, divine marriage. And they're stressed and worried, and they're not able to sleep properly. They're not going to sleep very well, this counterpart of yours here, with a Nine of Swords and Gemini specifically. Even if it's the other third party, which is Gemini as well, here with a Nine of Swords, this person is actually mind fucked. they are going through some psychic issues, problems, mental um, attacks. Whatever they try to actually project or reverse, in the psychic, aspect of the situation with the Gemini Libra Nine of Swords here, they have done it to themselves. Actually, this is like return to sender. This projection of this person, whatever attack, psychic attack that this person has tried to manifest in regards to the lovers, in regards to you, and in regards to this, spiritual deep soul marriage here that you're having, person watching. They just they haven't done anything. This person is somebody's calling me right now. I don't understand why. But I'm gonna call back because why not? Um, you're called to actually rebuild a solid foundation here, lovers, a person watching, and of course, this other person wants right now to, the opportunity to be able to rebuild with you. These four of wands are actually in flames as well, burning in flames, because there is a transformation. For this to happen, it's gonna be a transformation at playing at play at this time in the month of April process. It's like a transformative process. It is like go with the flow. It is a step by step, but very passionate and understanding and grounded and solid, because it's a four. This is what this person desires. This is what they understand. This is what they want to create. This is what in the divine is like. This fire times power four inside of them that wants to manifest to make this possible. But it's something of creation. This is what the spirit wants them to go towards and create. um, Go to work. This is a energy of action, manifestation through action. Then the emperor is underneath the lover. So this masculine energy, it's called actually to stay in their power, authority, and decision making. This is an alpha leader, but it is a person that it's actually called, and it's working in their singular energy. This is a very singular energy. With the emperor, this is like the god's energy inside of them. They are called as a leader to make this choice and take action. Stay in their authority, know their authority, know what they're meant to be doing in regards to the situation, talking about the three-dimensional aspect here. They know they have responsibility in regards to this situation. They are called as the head of, of this family, of this partnership. This talks about this authority, this responsibility, their duty. They're called to stay in their duty, to fulfill their duty, their responsibility. Because they have been juggling this situation, they have juggled themselves, they have juggled the divine. If you ask me, this masculine here, they need to fix it with the divine if they want to go through, if they want to penetrate this situation. It's between the masculine and the divine, because the temperance is here. It's like the divine is at the gate, between him and the feminine energy. Like, Sauron was sitting there with, the huge, wand, banging it into the earth and say, "You shall not cross," type of energy. This masculine is not going to be able to cross towards this temperance here, which is somebody Sagittarius energy, of course, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and Aries. Both these people are separated at this time, because this temperance angel here, it's aligning mind, body, and spirit, soul together. It's having this awakening, going through this transformation, awakening process, aligning themselves within themselves, Kundalini awakening, vibrational, acknowledgement, triggering, alignment, with the divine, with this, cosmic, three-dimensional aspect of, themselves in the three-dimensional. We are talking everything, from spiritual into, transformed and transmuted into the three-dimensional. This is an ongoing um, cycle, because two of pentacles, they look as an eight. They are one on top of the each other. So you mean that these two people, masculine energy, they are called in the month of April to work together. In regards to one of them is more three-dimensional, like the emperor, taking care of the business in the three-dimensional, but the feminine, she's called to um, experience most of the spiritual. So it's a like a an intertwining of spiritual and three-dimensional between the masculine and the feminine aspects here. For me, it's very, very clearly, and this is probably with a knight of swords at the bottom of the deck. It's what the divine is going to show, this emperor energy here, that is supposed to come and juggle and come and work, try to bend, mend, and bind. I wanted to say bend, but it's probably because it's a bending energy in regards to this very singular, emperor energy here, Aries energy, very fiery, passionate. This person, mostly this masculine energy, first jumps, and then after they jump, they ask themselves, what is this? What have I jumped for? Where did I jump into? What have I? What the fuck is this? Type of, this emperor, very singular in their ability of probably even existing, understanding, making decisions, seeing, seeing different aspects of this situation is not very, very clearly for him to, expand or go onto. But this is probably what they're called to be learned, for the masculine to learn with this emperor energy here, is to understand that probably they're a big onion and they need to just take, layers, once at a time from them, and just try to see, go deeper and deeper and deeper into this singularity of them. Even if it's a lot of stubbornness or deceitfulness in this, aspect of them, being very, kind of, grumpy and stubborn, and for them, they don't want to move, they don't want to cheat, they don't want to choose, they don't want to make, they don't want to do, they don't want to take action, they don't want to. No, it's too much work, I need to do too many things, I'm just too caught in, because they're juggling, but they're juggling themselves, and they're juggling the divine for sure, and they're juggling this feminine. It's what I'm seeing and feeling very strongly here. But you're not juggling. This temperance angel here, it's very, in depth into their calling, and they are very balanced in their emotions and in their manifestation and in their desires and in their, groundedness, abundance, responsibilities, understandings, everything. But both of you, you're kind of like, you're going to kind of receive some sort of message in regards to, communication, in regards to thoughts, in regards to consciousness, understanding, clarity, Knight of Swords, and then the Four of Swords, and then the Four of Pentacles, and the Moon, and the Seven of Cups, Ten of Wands, Eight of Cups. What was hidden from both of you in the past, and this comes from a past life of masculine and feminine watching. It involves sorcery, black magic, hookity pookity, mirror magic, crystal shit magic, pendulum, whatever the freaking bullshit this is. Hookity pookity, like kitchen sorcery, potionry, herbs, spells. It's a lot of dizziness because I feel that this person that dabbled and doubled into this shite, they have their third eye very clogged and their mental, it's really fucked up. Um, the person that you're dealing with interfering into this situation, this truly, you have a Knight of Swords with a Four of Swords, which is somebody in the fragmented air energy of a Gemini Libra Aquarius of the Five of Swords, which tells me that you have an enemy in your midst that is actually hidden in plain sight, kind of camouflaged into this very quiet and very restful and very laying low type of air energy here with the Four of Swords. But this person is a psycho and it's sick. This person was kind of forced by the divine and by the circumstances of this situation in this in this certain situation that I'm talking here about to take some a leave for sickness, or they're lying on their sickness, mental sickness, knowing the truth that they're not chosen here, that they're not meant here, that they don't have anything to do with whatever the shit, even in the past life, because this brings me to a past life here when they did the same type of hidden shit spell type of behind the people's back, hating of people. This person is actually possessed by a very jealous and envious and very delusional entity, very hateful, full of hatred and a hater energy in regards to the divine. A very, a person that, covets, what is holy, coveted what was holy even from the beginning. And we are talking about the deceivers, entities here. We are talking about demonic entities, about the devil itself. This is, cursed souls, cursed, and condemned souls that are participating in regards to this, whatever, vessels that this, there are so many people that they choose to be filled in their vessels by this low and low life empty, and empty entities full of deceitfulness. This person wanted to build on other people's work, you know, other people's foundation, other people's, trials and tribulation, and justice that was actually these people offer justice in specific lifetimes in different timelines here in the three-dimensional. But these deceivers actually wanted to steal. They wanted to actually first with the Eight of Cups. They wanted to banish these people. They wanted to banish you in past lives here. They managed to banish and to burden the situation that you had been, going through in past lives as well. They put a lot of burden, they brought a lot of chaos, a lot of responsibilities that, guilt, fault, throwing with rocks, judging you and condemning you in some sort of different aspects of you here in regards to your situation, in regards to these people that you're watching about or you who you're connected with. This person did a lot of magic and sorcery or whatever type of manifestation, but it involves a lot of illusion, delusion, creating fake emotions, fake feelings, a lot of emotional drama, a very conceited and person thinking that they're more than the shit you know itself, that they deserve whatever the hell they thought they deserve in regards to emotions. But to trick other people emotionally, is not you being, I don't know who, and being intelligent, or even trying to do anything, in general. But this delusional person, it is, and she's a hater, but she's a hater of self. She's a hater in the sense of This person that was actually possessed by these entities, or it's possessed still by these entities, and it was possessed in past lives. And these entities actually attack this situation. This person, they continue to live in darkness, and they don't actually realize who possesses them and why they're fighting the cause that they're fighting, because mentally they're not understanding. They're just suffering a lot mentally in regards to their intimacy, being intimate with themselves. They punish themselves. They feel ill. They don't feel that they actually can get out of some specific mental pattern of thinking, of understanding of the situation, of their situation, not this situation in general, their situation specifically. um Haters are gonna hate, but this person specifically, she hates her human condition, or I don't know, being a human, being limited to not be whatever the fuck, the devil putting this into these people's minds, that they can actually reach and make them believe that they can be, or that they can achieve, because these people cannot achieve this shit, that this whatever delusions and illusions and this whatever craziness these people are thinking or trying to create for themselves, because they're not creating it for nobody. you know I mean, everybody can be in the wrong place at the wrong time, but this will be like not all the time. In a specific lifetime, yes, you have been in the wrong place at the wrong time, because this person in the end, she's not building anything, she's building crumbs. She's building pretending something in the three-dimensional here with the three of 3 out of 4 of Pentacles. In the Four of Pentacles, they are trying to build something solid, but they're not patient, and they still have to be a lot of patience in regards to this third party involvement in situation here. I see most of this masculine energy mostly, and the feminine for me is the Lovers and the Temperance, and whatever it's binding this to people. And the masculine is the Emperor and the Four of Wands. The Nine of Swords, sleepless nights and more anxiety because of this feminine energy being juggled with whatever fucking bullshit. A person that is actually possessed by entities, by specific entities. Jezebel spirits. Very, very hateful and deceiving person here. Very delusional. Very, mentally sick. Delusional, crazy. We are dealing here with crazy, and my crown chakra is like popping right now. It's like it's a lot of craziness in this situation, and a lot of burden, and a lot of walking away um, from this situation. The people involved in the low energies and the motherfuckers in regards to this situation have lost every fucking thing, even their own damn minds. Because guess what? Why did I stop when I was shuffling the second the second deck? And this is it's very fucked up, because I am like, Father, why do I have to read about this fucking bullshit? It's like, but the divine tells me, you live in this fucking world, deal with it. And I have to shut my mouth and just bow my head and close my eyes and say, thank you, Father. I'm getting to experience fucking hell into the in this life, in the valley of the shadow of death, which is this plane that I'm living in. And I'm not fighting against it anymore, Father. I surrender. My hands are raised right now, and I'm gonna oblige. I'm gonna do it, because there is something meant to come out of it. Believe it, feminine energy, or masculine watching, or everybody watching. It's like There is a reason in a person, and a person in the person, and there is a reason for this person that I'm talking here that is having mental issues and problems. And maybe if there are going to be sometimes people like this watching that are dealing with this, craziness and illusion and delusion in their own, that are actually trying to attack the chosen, elected ones of the Most High. Um, I didn't come into this world, and this is you know, my opinion and my belief, and this is my, declaration of it. I didn't come into this lifetime to for any man and for no property or no whatever fucking agenda that people think. You know, um, my reasons are not anyways your reasons, and they will never be. You know, and my father's ways and plans and will. It's so much higher and greater than this specific bullshit that I'm experiencing with this specific tiny little creatures that they plan something against the divine. And I'm feeling it very strongly here. Your delusional feminine energy is watching here, third parties, fifth parties, whatever billion parties, fake people that are trying to steal something from the divine. Do your fucking work. Be accountable for your fucking self. Recognize the truth. Recognize that you're a fucking thief and you're delusional. Recognize it. And then fix it. Move on with your fucking life. Because your place is not, for sure, is not here. And you're going to pay for sure for it. And you're not going to just pay for what you have done, what you intended to do. You're going to live it. And you're going to relive it again and again a few times for you to remember. And it's going to sting like a motherfucker. It's going to hurt. It's going to be painful. But it's going to make you conscious again and again and all over again forever and ever. And this is called purgatory, you know, to be there acknowledging it forever and ever and ever. Good luck with that. And I don't believe in luck. Luck believes in me, but I don't believe in him. So, yeah, no, it's not gonna happen. Taking a bit, a sip of my coffee. In regards to the other deck, okay, feminine, from finishing this deck, okay, you know you have a calling in this lifetime, feminine energy, and the masculine knows as well. He knows that you have a calling that it's beyond you and this person. It doesn't have probably anything to do right now at this point because you have been molded here by the circumstances of the situation, by the situation in itself, by the unfairness, the injustice, the injustice, the fucking bullshit of the situation. You have been called, put and set aside by the divine for a specific mission, okay? Feminine energy specifically, I'm talking to you and I'm talking for you, and this is a message for you, okay? The masculine is sitting here hoping that they can juggle something in regards to you and in regards to this specific calling that you have, because we are talking about spiritual and metaphysical. Yes, we are talking about spiritual, cosmical, physical, metaphysical, everything brought together in this temperance energy here, Sagittarius. Yes. Excuse me, I had to burp, so I have a lot of air. Okay, in regards to this situation, you already moved on. Your chariot has carried you for a very long time in the span of time span of this situation, and it's meant to carry you so much stronger and so much quicker to whatever destined purpose or calling specifically you have here in regards to your spirituality, in regards to your calling, feminine energy, but it involved both. because both of you have, spiritual calling. You are meant to, you know, ground balance, do something here possible in regards to your awakening, transformation, ascension process, and of course, enlightenment, manifestation in regards to yourself, and of course, the three-dimensional world that surrounds us: community, society, family, work, business, environment, and everything that has to do specifically with this contract here. You have been forced feminine energy to walk away kind of shamefully, because you was made feeling that you are not worthy of this contract, or worthy of this person, of this situation, that you are not actually. This third party try to project upon to you their own karma, their own wrongdoing, their own blame, their own guilt, their own, punishment in regards to the situation coming from past lives. We are talking about past lives, and we saw the judgment card here. So you have lived in past life. You, this person, that you're dealing with, and this other third party, involvement. These three, energies are born here in this three-dimensional. They are existing at this time here in this three-dimensional plane. Nobody's building or rebuilding in this situation in regards to pentacles, and in regards to mental, in regards to whatever balance or whatever, you know um, they wanted to build in regards to the four of swords. But this involves a lot of stagnation, a lot of going within, feeling the pain, feeling the hurt, um, understanding the betrayal, feeling betrayed, understanding it at a mental and psychic and logical level, through clarity, through pain, through acknowledgement, through understanding, through the truth, through a truthful vision, a truthful reality, a truthful um, reality, as I said, which is brought by the divine, which is brought into for a person, a specific person that fights for the truth, sticks with the truth, desires the truth. If you say you're truthful but you lie, you are not truthful, and you're going to show yourself as not truthful. And this is what this energy is telling me. That's why it is the need of one of you, maybe the masculine, coming towards you, because the next card that was at the bottom of the deck, it's the Knight of Swords here. But this person is kind of forced to lay low, to rest, meditate, pray, think, understand subconscious feelings, subconscious mind. The moon is the feminine energy, listening to your intuition, listening to your instinct, knowing the truth in regards to yourself, knowing the truth in regards to what was hidden, what was not actually shown to you, what you could not see, what you were blinded in regards to about what was hidden. And it was hidden specifically, it was hidden purposefully. It is premeditated by the enemy. It is actually a premeditated murder, a premeditated separation, or whatever happened between you. But it involves a completion with a 10 of wands. It involves somebody betraying somebody very, very bad, with like the 10 of swords in the reverse. The 10 of swords, it's against somebody, but maybe the 10 of wands is intended towards the other person in this lifetime as well. And this could be the masculine side, or the person that he chose, the person that he's dealing with specifically. And this person could be dabbling and dibbling into kitchen sorcery, potionery, magic, whatever the shit. And I know it is, because I know the person that I'm dealing with, and the person that this person is dealing with specifically, even through words, has been shown and spoken to me and shown to me in the three-dimensional, which is delusional, and which is, it's crazy. But you're both called by the divine to move forward in your chariots. So specifically, you have been dealing feminine energy with somebody similar to this, divine contracted soul connection that you're having, and it's specifically with the person that they're dealing with. This person similarly has your chart, or has specific, in the specific houses the same signs, or you're dealing with the same a karmic same sign as you, feminine energy, you are dealing with a karmic feminine energy that is your same sign, and specifically in their chart they have similarities with you, but it's nobody the same. You cannot be, you cannot find it with somebody that is the same as them. That's the, you know, that's the you know the what's the name, I cannot, it's so much diversity. We are all unique, you know, like all the snowflakes, each individual snowflake, each individual ant, each individual creature in this plane, human being from whatever, from nits, bacteria, that is none the same. I mean, there is so much diversity and variety that, and we are talking about charts, we are talking about energy specifically, we are talking about, people that they seem very similar to us, but they don't have nothing to do with us in any time. I mean, this person seems that is the same sign as you, but specifically in their chart, they are so berserkly out of the place, out of your chart. Person watching, or feminine energy here, divine elected here, chosen person, anointed. Temperance, and I'm beating the temperance here. This person probably that you're dealing with, they wanted to copy you. They wanted to steal your energy, or transmute their energy as your energy, or your energy as their energy, or whatever the shit is this. It is a, this is a mastermind of fucking bullshit. I mean, this is so much stupidity and craziness in this fucking bullshit. It's like mind blowing. It's what? No. Mm-mm. I'm dying of laughter right now. It's like what? And these people are actually lying on their sickness bed because they cannot drag themselves out with this energy, Knight of Swords, to come towards you and just make this move. Recognize that they need you, and they need themselves in different aspects of themselves, because they are a juggler of themselves. They are not stable. At least Two of Pentacles calls the masculine to be stable, to be grounded, to be balanced in some specific way, to learn this eternal dance of. But for me, remember, eight. It's a repetition. There is something to be repeated here, or they're repeating a cycle. Maybe this lifetime is a repetition of the past lifetime for this masculine, and for this earth angel. Again, a repetition. You're meant to repeat a lesson. You're repeating a lesson. You're repeating a lifetime here. One lifetime has been stolen from you guys, person watching here specifically. I don't know, I'm going very, very long in regards to this. But it is crazy here. And of course, from the other deck, it's what I wanted to mention, and I don't know, but I'm not going to go very much into this deck, the second deck. The bottom of the deck card, it's the Seven of Cups. And the cards that fell for me shuffled a little bit. And the first card that came, it was the Page of Wands, because I was seeing the Page of Wands in this deck here. In regards to this energy that I was like in the pre-shuffle. And of course, the Seven of Swords underneath, the first deck here. You are called to walk away from these deceivers, these thieves of energy, these psychos, you know, these people. They try to steal your mind, to make your mind feel that you are actually delusional or crazy, or you're not the chosen one. It is a lie. It's them. The deceiver is trying to lie to you and deceive you, telling you, both masculine and feminine energies here, both people, both of you, that you are not truly the chosen ones, one, or the chosen ones. They are the delusional one, the psycho one, the crazy ones. And believe me, I had a few. I mean, I was sitting on my, here in my bed on one afternoon, and suddenly I heard a voice of a woman telling me, "Why are you not uh, going crazy in my place and take my place, and you be the crazy one, and I take you, your psychic and your abilities and whatever who you are, and I make myself." I was like, what did I hear right now in my head? It's like somebody psychically trying to put his thoughts in my head. And then I was like, I did I hear? I mean, I was like, am I stoned? Am I high? Am I not hearing well? And then suddenly it started all over again. But you're not. And I like saw a woman with like an old dress, like in old times, like old, like 1200, like before Christ, even, or whatever, long time ago woman, with like a basket on her left here, trying to throw, seeds on the ground here, and saying these words, "Well, you're not a crazy one. Well, you don't take my psychic craziness, disabilities, and you make it your own, and you give me your powers and your what." I was like, "Fuck you, bitch! Return to sender next time. I'm gonna fuck you up." And then, of course, in my you know, I had to visualize it. How I just took my sword and I cut this motherfucker into pieces. I was like, in the mighty name of the Lord Jesus Christ, get the fuck away to the fucking pits of hell. I was like, gonna fuck you up. And of course, my vibration changed. I understood. I mean, my mental was like, what the fuck? And I saw it clearly and I heard it and I envisioned, I saw it. It was like, it showed to me, it was shown to me by the divine in plain sight. I was like mind blown. I'm still mind blown right now. And then one morning, um, last week, I could not even do a reading that day because I was like carried by my, lifting my vibration and doing my own shit. I could not even, consider this shit that I saw before I woke up. Again, I saw a woman, but not in the same like clothes type of but in the same like type of dress or whatever. Somebody that had like a dress that didn't have like a vibrant color. It was something very dark and cold. It didn't have anything to it. I mean, it was bland and shady and dark and murky and nothing to it. It was like no nothing, no life, no essence, no. And then of course this woman like was having something as well in her left, and throwing things like, why are you the psychic one and I'm not the psychic one? How can it be that you're the psychic one? And this is what I heard and I saw as a vision before I woke up 5 days ago, maybe a week ago. And again, the same repeat that happened and it repeated, And I was like, bitch, you're fucking delusional. You're not psychic because you don't want to be psychic, because you are crazy. And whatever psychic you might be as a person, you are delusional. And you cannot delude yourself and delude nobody else in regards to your situation. You cannot. This is not possible. And I woke up, and of course, I was triggered. I cannot speak. I probably am not meant to speak very much about this, but I'm still gonna say it. That there are many people that are really delusional, thinking that they are psychic in some sort of way. They are, visionaries, or people that could see, beyond, or they can actually participate in this type of, enlightenment or envisioning, seeing beyond, this world, seeing beyond this lifetime, beyond this plane, beyond this world. It is not an easy task. Not many people can actually take this. They cannot take it mentally. These people, they cannot even ask because they're not compatible to it. They're not called to it. And I see 133:22. They're not capable of taking it. But how can you want to be psychic when you're fucking crazy? And whatever you're putting out there, you're trying to show, or you're trying to manifest, or you're even understanding, of reality in itself is not one tiny little part of it. I mean, you don't see shit and you want to be psychic. Psychic about what? Psychic about a tiny, twisted shade of vision of a shade of gray or a blue or some type of color that is not actually, you don't even see it, or you don't even perceive it. You don't even understand nothing about this reality or this truth, or this existence, or this, you don't even know the truth in itself. You don't even believe in the truth. You don't even see God. You don't even believe in God. You don't even Believe the devil, you don't see the devil, but the devil is fucking you because you have this tiny limited, brain and mentality and perception of reality that is so tiny and so little that is, it's an embarrassment. You're embarrassing yourself. You understand what I'm talking to you? This is the type of delusional people that, I understand that I'm dealing with. And it is a disgrace. I'm really, really sorry, but you're not fucking qualified to fuck with the divine at this level. You're not. And you're not going to be able to. I'm really sorry to say. By the way, the cards that, they fell, and I just, the divine told me stop. And I was like, I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop because I really want to give the message. And then I want to come back to these few cards that fell because there is a message here, very, very important. You know, we have the first card that fell, it was the sun, and I was like, oh, it's so beautiful, the sun. Okay, Leo energy, yes. This is a card of revelation, new beginning, inner child, true divine masculine energy, the heart, the soul, yes, the leader, the inner child, the um, alpha, yes, the responsibility, the responsible one, the cold one, the anointed one, the blessed one. Yes, this is a blessed masculine energy, very, full of revelation, happiness, joy, fulfillment, earned beginnings, opportunities, chances, birth of new life. Yes, the next card, the Four of Wands. Okay, rebuilding. We found the Four of Wands twice, and we have the moon. And we have the sun, the moon from one deck, the sun from the other deck. Okay, both of you guys want to rebuild, and the masculine wants to rebuild. But the truth of the matter, the family sees right now in the month of April, sees the calling of the divine upon this whatever purpose and calling this earth angel with the temperance card is having. And the masculine is just, it was a part of it. And it is a very important part of this union, of this contract in the three-dimensional. But this masculine at this time is not essential for the feminine energy and is not going to be essential because he chose whatever side he chose in this fucking bullshit that he created. Okay, the masculine ones now, it's called to be loyal to their own heart, to embrace their inner child, to embrace their soul, to listen to their heart, to listen exactly to whatever it was meant for them, what is their own, rightful, um, you know, um, promise, inheritance, mission, or whatever gift the divine was, intended and it was meant truly for the masculine here. They see it and they're going to see it clearly in the month of April here, very, very clearly for me. And this is actually why I stopped because they want to rebuild 1111 again with the Four of Wands. The King of Swords, now they know the truth. They want to communicate the truth. They're kind of, detached from their emotions because they're intellectual and they have seen the proof in the pudding. They have seen different facets of this situation that they involve themselves in with. And this, the situation that, they didn't want to, involve themselves with in regards to communication, in regards to, speaking the truth, being truthful and honest and transparent towards you. The next card is the Hangman, which is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and the Hangman, which is Pisces. They understood something in Pisces season here. Or maybe they have Pisces, predominantly in their chart, and of course Aries, Leo, Sag, and Leo predominantly with the Sun card, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, as I said. With the Page of Wands, because I saw the Page of Wands repeatedly in the first deck, I thought it's the energy that kind of, intertwined the masculine and the feminine energies in regards to this message, in regards to this month. I don't know why, but this was a message that I received. And then we have a Page of Cups. They're looking because they're enlightened, in their, mental perception and spiritual, enlightenment, understanding, enlightenment of the situation is calling them to come with a fishy offer, very immature and very, primary stage of emotion for them to communicate. And I saw the Page of Wands and now the Page of Cups. And it actually bugged me because the next card was the Tower. They are afraid that, the feminine is going to kick their asses because, they have chosen a fake foundation. They have believed for a very long time that the feminine here, the divine partner, it is the fake one, the one that was not worthy of them actually giving anything to it. And then we have the Five of Swords. We see the enemy. We see the interference here, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And this is actually the true fake foundation of this, whatever choice of the masculines in regards to this feminine earth angels with the temperance here. And in the masculine, masculine and feminine energies of the feminine, with the Gemini being the first card, you are multiple energies here. So the feminine energy could have been incorporated here with the chariot being very, a lot of confirmation for the feminine that you are incorporating this emperor. You're called to be the emperor at this time, feminine energy, because your emperor, your true emperor, never actually braced to the occasion. You're dealing with somebody that is really, really naive and fake and very, empty, very vain, very disloyal towards themselves. This masculine energy that you actually tied yourself to, maybe it's a divine partner, maybe it's like a catalyst, a karmic catalyst in regards to you. This masculine energy, it is a fake. Um, it is a faker. It is a fake foundation. So you should know, guys, if you are dealing with some sort of catalyst, because you have the high priestess here with the Five of Swords, you are seeing all the truth. You know who your true enemy, who your declared enemy here. It is in regards to you with the Five of Swords. You see all your enemies, in the spiritual realms here, because you see through the veil. You are actually going very much into your darker shadow side, very much, and you're accepting yourself fully. You're not even actually moved by this shit, because we saw the death card. You know that you had to suffer death, and through this moon card here, you have seen even through death. Even you have seen how you're going to die in this lifetime, feminine energy, and you have seen actually the end of these people that you're dealing with. And again, with the Seven of Cups and the moon again and the sun in this deck, that is everyday tarot deck, I really believe of feminine energy that you know that this situation happened for a reason. You know that these people are just a catalyst, a triggering act for you to actually awaken to your true calling, to your true destined path, to your mission into this plane feminine energy. You're truly chosen by the divine, and they want confusion. These people are confused because they wanted to make you feel confused in this situation, and they put a lot of undecisiveness in regards to this person that you're dealing with. And now you know exactly why you're not undecisive. And again, the lovers with the two of swords here. A moral choice, a fair choice, the divine is asking from you, feminine energy and masculine watching. If you're watching and you're interested in masculine energy, the choice is the lovers, which means divine partnership, which means sacrifice, which means moral, fair, balanced, good choice for yourself and your divine partner that you're called here to balance the situation with, fix and balance the karma, bring God's will, purpose, and calling in regards to your life, in regards to this, spiritual partnership, twin flame, soulmate, a deep soul connection, spiritual marriage here in the three-dimensional for the purpose of the divine. I hope you enjoyed this message, divine masculines, divine feminine. I hope it actually brought some clarity to you. I thank you in advance for your likes, your shares, your subscriptions to my channel. I wish you all the best, guys. Peace, love, and light, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye for now.